Today we're going to continue our discussion regarding addiction. More specifically, we're going to discuss controlled substances. It's very important for us to understand what categorizes dangerous substances and why they're categorized that way. So this would be considered our learning essential question for the day. There are 5 different drug classifications that we need to discuss. The first being narcotics, the second, depressants, the third, stimulants, the fourth, anabolic steroids, and the fifth, hallucinogens. Narcotics are drugs that are made from or derived synthetically from opium. So some examples of these would be opium, morphine, heroin, hydrocodone, or methadone. In the bottom left there, you can see a picture of heroin being used in liquid form. It is put into the syringe and then injected using that syringe. On the bottom right, you can see a variety of poppy that produce opium sap. That's that pink sap that's coming out of the bulbs. That is then used to create different narcotics. Depressants are a category of drug that depress the nervous system and make the user less active. So some examples of this would be alcohol, which you can see there on the right, marijuana, inhalants, and certain prescription pills such as Xanax, as you can see in the bottom left. Stimulants are drugs that increase alertness and physical activity. These can also be the most highly addictive. So some examples of stimulants may include cocaine, caffeine, methamphetamine, nicotine, MDMA, and Adderall. In the top right, you see some energy drinks which all contain caffeine. In the bottom left, you see a variety of pills such as MDMA, Adderall, or Ritalin. And on the bottom right, you can see cocaine. Anabolic steroids are synthetic derivatives of the naturally occurring hormone testosterone. Some examples of anabolic steroids include anabolic testosterone or methendienone. Both of these things can be used either in pill form or in liquid form to enhance muscle growth or other forms of growth. Hallucinogens. Hallucinogens are drugs that modify people's perceptions, and perception is the key word. It alters the way that we see, feel, and touch things. Also, it can alter the way that we hear and smell as well. These include LSD, psilocybin, more commonly known as mushrooms, and PCP. Drugs are also scheduled into 5 schedules. So there's 5 categories and 5 schedules. Schedule 1 is considered the worst. Schedule 5 is the least of the worst. So Schedule 1 has no valid medical use and a high potential for addiction. These include heroin, LSD, and many hallucinogens. Schedule 2 are drugs with a high potential for addiction but valid medical uses, which include methadone, morphine, and amphetamine. Schedule 3 have low to moderate potential for addiction. These include Tylenol with codeine and testosterone. Schedule 4 have the lower addiction potential, which include most prescription pills such as Xanax, Valium. Schedule 5 has the lowest addiction potential, which includes Robitussin and some over-the-counter drugs. What you're going to do now is go ahead on to the next activity on Schoology, and you're going to complete the Screencast activity. Using the information that you learned from this screencast, feel free to watch it again if you had any questions, or send me a message or post in the discussion board. Thanks.